Now, nearly about 120 Heathrow-bound planes were in the air when the closure was announced, according to the online flight tracking service Flight Radar 24. Now, remember, the Heathrow is the busiest airport in Europe and is also the hub to the British Airways. Heathrow, which handles more than 80 million passengers a year, has around 1,300 takeoffs and landings per day. The British Airways said that the closure of its main hub will clearly have a significant impact on its operations. Meanwhile, UK's Gatwick Airport has said that it is accepting some of the Heathrow flights in a statement on social media site X. The Gatwick Airport has said that it is aware about the situation at Heathrow and the operations are normal at the Gatwick Airport. Now, to give us more updates in terms of what is unfolding at this moment with respect to this incident, we're joined on our broadcast by our correspondent Ollie Barrett, who's joining us live from London. Ollie, bring us up to speed with what is the latest. How badly has the air traffic been affected because of this closure of the Heathrow Airport?
Well, the air traffic in and out of Heathrow is completely shut down. There are no planes landing, there are no planes taking off, and there will be none today unless there's a major change from Heathrow in its status. Heathrow Airport insisting that it will be closed until at least midnight local time on Friday. Even if the airport then reopens, that will mean a huge knock-on effect into Saturday, Sunday and beyond. Clearly, on Friday, there are many flights that have simply not been able to make their way to Heathrow. Those that were in the air are being diverted to other airports in the UK, but also in continental Europe as well. There's a huge knock-on effect, therefore, for many, many thousands of passengers and a reputational hit to the airport as well, and also to British Airways, the one of the main customers at the airport here. And as you can see behind me, the southern runway of Heathrow, which would normally be very, very busy at this time of day. There would be planes landing over my head as well every 30 seconds or so, but for now Heathrow airspace remains closed because the power remains an issue. And you can look into the terminal buildings from where I'm standing here, and it is clear that power has not yet been restored to many of the buildings inside the Heathrow perimeter.
Indeed. Now this is news that's of course just come in, but the fact that there was a fire at a nearby electrical substation that has resulted in all this chaos. But what actually set off this fire? Was it a maintenance issue? Was it some kind of a faulty device that just went off? Or is there a possibility of a sabotage that is being talked about?
We don't know yet what caused the fire. The Energy Secretary, Ed Miliband, has been speaking on behalf of the government this morning. He's described this as an unprecedented situation, but he says that the work is now going on to try and establish how the fire broke out. And he says what happened is that the fire not only damaged the electrical substation itself, but also damaged a backup generator. But that will clearly lead to all sorts of questions for the UK government about how it can possibly be the case that a fire at one site in a local area in West London can essentially take down the whole of the UK's busiest airport for an entire day at least. So the government in the immediate circumstances trying to work out exactly how this fire happened, but also already being asked questions about how it can ensure that British critical infrastructure isn't in danger of outages like this, caused, as I say, by what appears to have been a major but local fire.
All right, interesting. Thank you very much, Ollie Barrett, for joining us from London with all those updates there. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.